This is Blacksmith Gully. It's about 10 kilometres south of Maryborough in Victoria. It was one of the richest gullies in the Golden Triangle, and there's been a lot of gold both in the old days and today that's been found in this gully. It runs about 4 kilometres. The top of it is at Amherst and the bottom of it crosses the highway between Talbot and Maryborough. I just thought you might be interested in having a look at a couple of nice little colours that have been found probably within the last 18 months, 2 years. Just have a look at these. This is what's available. Not every day, but if you're lucky, these are the sort of little nuggets that you can find. As you see, this one here, 12 ounces in weight. Today's money, well, it'll be over $12,000 because once they get to a certain size, they begin to attract a premium. And this premium, of course, or the price of the premium is in the eyes of the beholder. I mean, there's some nuggets I wouldn't give you 2 bob for, and there's some that look like kangaroos, or look like herons, or they've got some kind of shape. If you look at this one, it looks a little bit like a koala bear in a tree. At least I've been told that. Might be from that angle. Is that the angle it might be looking at? This piece of gold here isn't really termed a pure nugget because, as you can see, it has quartz and its host rock is quartz, so we call that a specimen. Specimen gold, or gold will be found either in specimen form, i.e. like with the quartz in it, in a pure form, which is just a piece like that, totally free of any sort of bedrock, it's just a straight out piece of gold. That is actually a pure nugget. That is just a straight out nugget. As you see, there's no host rock, very little impurity, just total weight gold. And that is ideally a gold nugget. That is an actual gold nugget in its pure sense and form. Okay. So what we've got here is an old mullock heap that was put here back when the old diggers were in this Blacksmith Gully area in about 1850s, 1860s. And what they used to do was they used to dig their holes for gold, then they would throw out the stuff that after they'd washed it in their gold pans or put it through a puddler. And quite often they threw nice little bits of gold out in the heap as well as all this mullock, as they call it. Now, when you first start off looking for gold in detectors, it's great training to do these heaps because they are relatively quiet, which means there's not a mineralisation in the ground, not a lot of it. And like I said, there's quite often lots of nice little bits of gold that you can detect out of them because this was actually the ground, the wash dirt that contained the gold. There's a faint little sound here, and the experienced prospector will say, oh yeah, that's a little bit of gold or a shotgun pellet. We have heaps of shotgun pellets out here in the bush, so it's very close to the surface. I'm just going to scratch it up. I reckon I'll just about pull it up. No, still there. Can't be gold. Right, it's in that little bit of ground there. Are you ready? What I'm doing here is a basic form of elimination. In one hand is a target and the other hand is obviously nothing. So I can use the top of the coil as much as I can the bottom. And if I can't quite hear, I can open up my hand. Yes, it's in that hand, which means I can throw that dirt away. The process of elimination continues. It's not in that hand, it's got to be in this one. So we'll halve that. There it is, halve that again. Still here. And now we get down to the nitty gritty. What have we got? I'll just have to... No. Maybe that's the culprit. No. That. No. No. Starting to... No. Yes. I've got a sneaking suspicion. No. No, she's not gold. There it is there. But just... That's it. That's a little tiny fragment of steel. But it just goes to show you how good these detectors are. That I can find stuff like that. Little bits of stuff like that. But it's not gold. Sorry.